I got really tired of Highway 2. Sorry, but I did. So I knew I was going to sell that property. And so I just started looking for places that were like near water. And I found a cabin here in Concrete. So then I was already up here, and this building kept popping up on my rent fin. And I'd look at it and I'd show it to friends and I'd be like, PJ, that looks like a haunted insane asylum. And I would say, I know, isn't it cool? When we came through the first time, there's already been 8 30-yard dumpsters worth of garbage taken out of this building. Already. And we're not done yet. So we walked through, and it's scary. And there's spots where there's no lights, so we had to use like flashlights and whatever. And you can see the water damage and the ceilings and the corners that need to be rebuilt. And we walked through and ended up in the art room where Melanie's space is going to be. And the sun was flying through those windows. And I saw past the garbage. I saw past everything, and it was like, this is magical. And this building just needs somebody to love it. And it had been on the market almost 10 years with 5 different agents listing it. And I was like, if it goes much longer, they're going to condemn it. And it's amazing. Look at, she's beautiful. She is absolutely beautiful. So I sold my cabin, and I was able to, I explained to the agent what I wanted to do here with community stuff, art classes, and maybe some short-term rentals, keeping this as a theater that people could also do events in, and really meeting some of the town needs. And he went and told the owner, and I had made a pretty lowball offer because it needs a lot of work, obviously. And the agent told him, well, this is what she wants to do with it. And the gentleman who owned it said, then she's the new owner and she's going to love it, and I love it.
So I have been an artist forever. And so basically, in the last few years, I've always wanted to do more paint parties and that kind of thing, but I don't really enjoy bringing all my crafts to everybody. That's what that mobile world is. And, I've played around with, where do I want to do shop? And you're like, a lot of the places in even the small towns are super expensive. And you're like, well, I would like to know if it's going to do something before I go do it. And then if you're going into any of the bigger cities, there's already people trying to do it. So then you're fighting for the space to be able to do it. So this space is starting off as an art studio where I can teach how to do different crafting things and have an open paint and all of that, and want to hit all the different age grades. We also want to start an art club, and for both young and then also for the people who are already artists, where my daughter is a photographer, and we've both been doing the show circuits and stuff. So if they want to start doing the show circuit, or they're in it and they're like really struggling, talking to them, giving some business advice, let's look at your advertising, let's look at your print media and all of that, and just try and fester that relationship with other artists. Because when you get a group of artists together in the same space, the energy is just amazing. There's a community here that you're like, you don't have to go all the way into a larger city if you want to just, work together and let's see how we can get this going. So a small portion of the space is going to also be a kind of an artist boutique.
It's been amazing to me how many artists they've made themselves known. It's amazing. And it really is, this area, there's a
influx. I mean, it's one of those where
it's like a magic in this.
Yeah.
There's being around this much nature, I think, really draws creative people in. So yeah, I just fell in love, and I just spend any free time I have, and I'm making more and more free time just being here and peeling away what doesn't belong and letting her just shine. And then anybody who wants a tour, I stop what I'm doing and I show them the whole place. And I've gotten so much support from the town. I haven't talked to anybody who doesn't have some memory of this building. And I had never heard of this place. I didn't know about and all of a sudden, everybody I know is like, oh, I drive through Concrete all the time. So my question has been, why do you drive through it? Why aren't you stopping?